Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Marquette University School of Dentistry class of 2019, led by Dr. Joshua White. Now please stand with me and raise your glass as we toast to the newest doctors joining the dental profession. Here's to the Marquette University School of Dentistry, class of 2019. Once again, please join me in applauding our graduates, the class of 2019. I would ask the members of the graduating class to please take their seats. Before we begin our celebration this afternoon, I have a few housekeeping items. I'd like to ask those of you with cell phones to please turn them off or set them to mute, to vibrate. I would also ask those to keep the aisles around your tables clear so the wait staff can do their job safely and efficiently. Thank you for your assistance. Good afternoon. My name is Dr. William Lobb. I'm the Dean of the Marquette University School of Dentistry, and on behalf of the faculty, staff, students, and administration of Marquette University School of Dentistry, it is my pleasure to welcome you to this year's graduation luncheon for the class of 2019. I would also like to welcome those of you who are joining us via the internet this afternoon. We will now have a welcome from the graduates delivered by Dr. Atif Noman. Dr. Noman.
Can everyone hear me? Yes. Good afternoon. Thank you, Dean Lobb, faculty, friends, family, and my fellow colleagues. Good afternoon and welcome. Amongst our class, we have 5 soon-to-be officers in the United States Navy, 2 in the Army, 1 in the Air Force. We have distinguished scholars in the field of osseointegration and above-average endodontists. We have a member of the USA Triad. Scratch that. Too soon? No, it's not too soon. And we have members of the National Health Service Corps and Speaker of the House for the American Student Dental Association. Instead, you've elected someone who until a month ago had more unapproved notes than case completions. My greatest accomplishment to this day is eating Papa John's every Tuesday for 126 weeks straight. While we may be clinically competent, decision-making is not our forte. Ms. Susan Del Sazo, God bless her soul for the work she's put in this week. She instructed me to keep this about 3 minutes. However, I decided to add a minute for every year that they raised our tuition. So I'm going to do something that I haven't done in 4 years, and realistically 24 years, and that is be serious. With the new Avengers movie that recently came out, I began thinking of our class, and we're kind of like the Avengers. We're a ragtag group of people with one united goal, to get out of Marquette. We have different personalities. We have the Ryan Twaddles and the John Traskas. We all come from different backgrounds. Some of us come from 4 generations of dentists. Others are first-generation college students. Some of us come from Lake Nebagamon, Wisconsin, and we have international students from different parts of this planet, like Canada. But we all joined together as a united force with one goal, to become dentists. But with every superhero, there's always an origin story, something that shows that how we got to where we are right now. There's no superhero without an origin. And I'm going to be controversial for a second, but I genuinely believe what I'm about to say, and you can take that at face value. None of us are in this room because of what we did ourselves. I repeat, none of us are here because of our own merit and hard work alone, and I'm not belittling anyone's work ethic or determination. What I mean to say is that our presence in this gathering at this point in time and the people is a product of our circumstances, chance, interaction with the world around us, challenges we faced. Page 2. And we're better for that. Our supporters and our haters both play an equal role in who we are today. And that's where I'd like to address everyone here today. To the faculty and staff, no amount of thanks can express how much you've done for us. Every pat on the back, every critique, every time you stayed past closing because we didn't get a provisional cemented on time, or when you just comforted us when we had those mental/emotional breakdowns, sitting and discussing treatment plans, going over employment contracts, or just asking how our day's going. Thank you. You made us phenomenal clinicians, but even better people. You are the reason we're here. Faculty. To our family, friends, spouses, and significant others, and parents, in the words of Kevin Durant, I don't think you know what you did. Listening to us talk about how our bridge patient fell through, or how Crown didn't cement because of an open margin, not having any idea what we're talking about, but just giving us a comforting hug to let us know it's all going to be okay. Going back to that Avengers theme of superpowers, our superpowers aren't cutting a prep or doing a root canal or pulling a tooth. Our superpowers are going beyond that. They're being able to deal with, the day-to-day challenges, to show compassion to our classmates. When you get that thank you card from a classmate, just letting them know it means a lot that you're here. Our superpowers are being able to see a patient in the morning and deliver a child that afternoon. Emily? Our superpowers are being diagnosed with cancer and then beating cancer and then graduating with us today. Josh? They're dealing with all sorts of issues, health, wealth, anything in between, and putting on a brave face and coming to school every day and just powering through. And the only way we have those superpowers is because of you guys, our support system. You are the reason we're here. So thank you. Clap again. And a message to my class. 2 quotes. Maya Angelou once said, "People will forget what you had or what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel." I'm not going to remember who was the best at Pres-Res or who was the best at whatever, XYZ given subject. What I will remember is how you guys made me feel on any given day. When, I know I was having a bad day and someone would just come and say, "Hey, want to get food? We want to talk about it." Just having someone to vent to, it just means the world that we had this class. And I'd like to thank, where's Brian Trichek? Brian Trichek put together what I believe is probably the best class in Marquette's history. It's the most compassionate, most loving class that we could have, and that's what we're known for. So I'd like to just thank Brian Trichek for just putting together this phenomenal class. And everyone in the admission staff. Sorry about that. And then there's another quote, which I think Denzel Washington said. I'm not sure. But he said, "You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse." No one's going to remember, how much money you had, unless you had a lot of money. And if that case, remember me when you're writing your will. But no one's going to remember that. They're going to remember how you made them feel, what you did, just the compassion and the love you guys have. And that's something that, I just can't talk enough about. And I'm not going to get emotional because I can't. But it meant the world to me this last 4 years. And I just want to thank you guys, the class of 2019. You're the reason we're here. 2019 class. I'm a devout Muslim, but 13 years of Jesuit education have made me an honorary member of the Society of Jesus. So, as St. Ignatius of Loyola once said, "Go forth and set the world on fire." You guys have lit the candle that we're going to go forth and set the world on fire with. So as much as we'd like to celebrate this day as our day, this is everyone's day. This is your day and everyone's day. And I'd like to welcome you all to our day. And as Dr. Ahmed once said, welcome to our house. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Noman. We have a full and enjoyable program planned for this afternoon, including lunch. For those joining us via the internet, we will be going offline to complete our meal, and we'll be back online at approximately, I'd say 2 o'clock, something like that. While you eat, please enjoy the class photos prepared by Dr. Cricket Kane of the class of 2019. But before we begin our meal, I would now like to call upon Father John Lawrence of the Society of Jesus to give us the invocation.
A word of full disclosure, I heard mention of Father JJ last night, so I just want to tell you that most of this I borrowed from him. So let us pray. God of us all, we gather as a class to give you thanks one more time. We are grateful for the friendships made, the dreams achieved, but most of all for the people sitting near us today. In and through our teachers, families, and friends, we have known your abiding and life-giving presence, both before and throughout our years of study. And so we ask you to bless and cherish them always, reward them richly for their goodness and kindness towards us. In a word, Lord, bless the food before us, the friends beside us, and the love among us. And we ask all this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Father Lawrence. So enjoy your lunch. Thank you. This is a joyous occasion for all of us, but especially for our graduates, who after 4 years of hard work and many sacrifices have arrived at a new and exciting point in their life. At this time, I would like to recognize special people who have joined us for our today's celebration. I would ask all members of the faculty, staff, and administration of the School of Dentistry who are here with us today to please stand and be recognized. Faculty, staff, stand, please. I'm looking at you guys. Thank you. The class of 2019 has worked very hard to arrive at this celebration we enjoy today. Many hours of study, lab work, and a broad variety of clinical experiences have marked the time they have spent in dental school over the past 4 years. The long road you have traveled during your dental education has not always been smooth, and sharing in your toil and tribulations along the way have been the people who mean the most to you, parents, spouses, relatives, and friends of our graduates. I'd like to have all the parents, spouses, relatives, and friends of the class of 2019 stand, and I would ask the members of the class of 2019 to express their appreciation to these very special people. Thank you. We must not forget the important role men and women play who serve this country in various branches of the military service. Particularly during times of conflict, it is important to acknowledge and respect the work and sacrifices these people make on our behalf. We are proud to have 8 of our new doctors being promoted today. As I call your name, please come to the stage. Dr. Catherine A. Bird will be promoted to the rank of Lieutenant in the United States Navy. Dr. Alexander M. Flynn will be promoted to the rank of Lieutenant in the United States Navy. Dr. Chase James Gottschalk will be promoted to the rank of Lieutenant in the United States Navy. Alice Marie Canuth will be promoted to the rank of Captain in the United States Army. And Dr. Rachel Valentine Sladkey will be promoted to rank of Captain in the United States Air Force. Dr. Caleb Town will be promoted to the rank of Lieutenant in the United States Navy. Dr. Ryan Ahrens Twaddle will be promoted to the rank of Lieutenant in the United States Navy. And Dr. Nui Wong Vandenbush will be promoted to the rank of Captain in the United States Army. At this time, I would ask Captain William Rieger, Dental Corps, United States Navy, retired and a part-time faculty member of the School of Dentistry, to come forward.
Congratulations. It's customary at time of promotion to reaffirm the oath of office, and I will now administer that oath. Since you're a large group, please state your names together at the time that I indicate. Please stand at attention. Raise your right hands and repeat after me. I state your name. I do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely. Without any mental reservation. Or purpose of evasion. That I will well and faithfully. Discharge the duties of the office. On which I am about to enter. So help me God.
It is my pleasure to invite Drs. Karen Clemens Bryce Donathan, Elizabeth Eggert, Tessa Holmes, Brett Kelly, Keely Neville, and Stephen Pitcher, and Jordan Reading from the class of 2019 to the stage to lead us in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. At this time, I'd ask you to join me in welcoming Dr. David Clements, immediate past president of the Wisconsin Dental Association and father of class of 2019 graduate Dr. Karen Clements, to come forward to make a few remarks.
Thank you, Dean. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to welcome the new graduates into the profession of dentistry. As such, you will now get to leave your lives as dental students, where you've worked together, helping each other out, and become dentists, new challenges, but you'll continue to work with the people around you and help support each other, as well as learn from those more advanced in their careers, such as myself. Some of you might serve diverse communities. I went to Alaska, Fairbanks, Alaska, right after graduating and worked with the U.S. Public Health Service. Did that for 20 years. Now I'm in private practice in Wisconsin Dells. Proud to have Karen graduate, and I keep pulling for her to come to my place one of these days, but we'll see how that goes. Others of you might go out right away and go to communities very similar to where you were raised. Whatever the challenges might be, it's a very gratifying profession. The previous speaker mentioned how you need to please those people who are under your care, and as a profession, take care of them the best that you can. A few things will come up along the way that won't quite fit in what you're used to or what you'd like things to be. These are kinds of laws of nature, which I think everybody would know Murphy's Law. Captain Ed Murphy had said that during a project, he said, if anything can go wrong, it will. As students, you may have noticed a few of these truths already, such as Crawford's Law of the missed lecture. The lecture you missed is the instructor's favorite topic and comprises half of the final exam. Laws of wax patterns you may have noticed. Wax patterns for crowns tend to fall off the die until final wax up, whereupon they can't be removed. Directly related to that, the chance of crushing a wax pattern increases in proportion to the time spent on creating that wax pattern. We all know that to be true, and a few more already learned are burrs, when dropped, will immediately seek the most inaccessible area. Hand pieces always fall burr first. You may have also learned the accessibility of any lost part varies directly with the size of the part and inversely with its importance. Now, I do encourage you to attend local dental meetings. You'll find that the older dentists have already learned many of these rules in private practice. We're happy to share our knowledge. A few may seem pessimistic, but at times you'll find them to be true. Bowling's postulate, if you're feeling good, don't worry, you'll get over it. We all know to be true, the toothaches tend to start Friday evenings. In fact, right when I arrived here, I got my first emergency call since graduation, and I asked Karen if she would like to handle that. That does tend to happen Friday evenings. It's right when every office in town closes. Johnson's first law, when any mechanical contrivance fails, it will do so at the most inconvenient time possible. Lowry's law, if it jams, force it. If it breaks, it needed to be replaced. And one other is that if you have a water leak, it always involves the patient. One final law that you might learn is Meskinen's law. There may not be time to do it right, but there's always time to do it over. Now it's time for you to be rewarded for all of the hard work that you've accomplished in your schooling. We look forward to having you work alongside all the other dentists out in the area. Please come to our meetings, get to know us. We're happy to share other stories like this and share in the good times. You're going to be rewarded now, so enjoy that. Welcome you all to the profession.
Thank you, Dr. Clemens. I would like to ask you to join me in welcoming Dr. Daniel Ross, board member of the Dental Alumni Association, to come forward and make a few remarks. Dr. Ross.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dan Ross. I'm a class of 2007 graduate and an officer serving on the School of Dentistry Alumni Board. Seeing all the graduates here today, I can reflect back when I was in your position 12 years ago. I recall this being about the most tranquil time of my life from the day I graduated for about 6 weeks until I started my new career. I had like zero responsibilities relative to dental school. Wake up, feed myself, brush my teeth, pay my rent. The rent one was a little bit hard, I'm not going to lie. I had been in school every single year of my life from the age of 3 until I was just shy of turning 25. Let this sink in. I hadn't yet worked a career job a day in my life, and I felt like I just retired. It's very liberating feeling knowing that you don't have to show up to clinic tomorrow, am I right? And it gets even better. Just wait till Tuesday. Same thing's going to happen. All jokes aside, seriously, take this time to unwind a little bit. Reward yourselves for the hard work you put into getting to this point. Once you get your diplomas, you are all officially members of the Marquette Dental School Alumni Association, whether you like it or not. The Alumni Association is an enduring legacy. We support the school and make it everything it is today. We are only as strong as its contributing members. When you leave here today, go out and start long, fun, and very rewarding careers. But don't be afraid to stay in touch and find ways to support your school. It doesn't always have to be through big checks. In fact, you can always hear Dean Lobb just saying how much he hates the big ones. He'll never admit it, but the big ones are the ones that keep him up at night. How are we ever going to spend all this money? I hope you can tell I kid around a lot. More importantly, I hope Dean Lobb knows that I kid around a lot. I may not be on this board much longer. I certainly might not get invited to next year's graduation, so I better make the most out of the time I have here today to stay in good graces. It took me a while to see the value of Marquette's education. Over the last 12 years of networking, I've seen what's happening around the country with dental education institutions and the costs for the graduates. You have received a tremendous value here at Marquette. I won't be asking for any big checks here today. It's been a long weekend, and I'm sure Dean Lobb is tired, so let's let him get some sleep tonight. And you're going to need it for the rent anyway. But go out and start your careers, and it's my hope that you will eventually come to the same realization that I saw, that it will take continued support and investment to make things thrive. What we have here at Marquette is worth preserving. Marquette does it right, and you should all be equally as proud of that as we are of you. One last thing, I started an all-inclusive Facebook group called All Marquette Dental Alumni, and I invite our soon-to-be colleagues to join where we can stay in touch, network, and pass along information about your newest alma mater. Congratulations, graduates. We are very proud of your accomplishment, and even more proud to have you as colleagues. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Ross. It is now customary to deliver the Dean's message to our graduates, so it's my privilege to share a few thoughts with you at this time. You've had 4 years of focused and intense education and training to prepare for your future career as a dentist. You've worked hard and at times played hard. Some of you may go on to postgraduate training programs to become specialists or to augment your education further in general dentistry, and some may work as associates or may join the military service. Others may strike out on their own in practice, and some may join family members already in practice. Wherever your career path may take you, I would encourage each of you to remind yourself regularly of the commitment you made as a professional as you recited the dentist's pledge during the hooding ceremony last night. Let this pledge be a constant reminder of your obligation as a dental professional. The words embodied in that pledge should serve as your compass throughout the remainder of your professional career as an oral health care provider. Now, a few final words to our graduates. Take pride in your accomplishments. Today certainly represents an important milestone in the great journey you began 4 years ago. Recall those first few days of orientation where this class came together as individuals and slowly grew together as a unified group as you completed your work together, culminating in today's events as we celebrate your convocation with you. You have reached both an end point and a beginning point in your lives as dental professionals. Please keep in mind that your journey as you strive to be the best dentist possible will never be complete. Do not forget to stop and reflect on your accomplishments, but always remember to consider your great potential. Commit yourselves to making our profession better. Be responsible for the advancement of this profession of dentistry through your ethical practice of dentistry, always keeping the needs of the patient at the forefront. Be a lifelong learner. You have been provided with basic skill sets and knowledge which must be continually built upon if you are to be successful and continue to provide the best possible care for your patients. We are placing the future of the profession of dentistry in your hands with a challenge to make it better. Don't let us down. Finally, remember that you are providers of healthcare services. You have an obligation to society to provide care in alleviating pain and suffering and in maintaining the oral health of your patients. As a dentist, you also have an obligation to provide services to those who are unable to readily access care. The underserved must become a part of your practice lives. Readily give of yourselves in this cause. You will be rewarded in many intangible ways and do much to strengthen your profession. On behalf of Marquette University, the School of Dentistry, the faculty, staff, students, and administration, we wish the class of 2019 all of God's blessings and success in their chosen profession. Be proud of your accomplishments. I wish each and every one of you a healthy and prosperous career. And finally, may you always cherish your association with each other as classmates and with the Marquette University School of Dentistry as your alma mater. Good luck and best wishes, class of 2019. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the president of the class of 2019, Dr. Jonathan Traska, who will deliver the class president's message.
Well, we did it. And I want to let you know that it's been my sincere honor and privilege to represent you all the last 4 years of our dental education here. Couldn't have done it by myself. Ryan, our VP, he stirs the pot. But when the pot needs stirring, you can always count on Ryan. We hope we left Marquette a little better than we found it. It was a great place when we found it, so we hope it's continuing to keep going that direction. We left our mark on the place, and I think it's a good mark that our class has left on the place. I do have some mixed emotions today, as many of you might. I'm excited, but I'm sad. This will be the last time we are all in one room together, unless we have a really awesome turnout for like the 10-year reunion. But I'm a little more worried than that. I don't know about you, but I've made some pretty lofty promises to a lot of people and institutions about what is going to happen after dental school is done. They're expecting payment on what I've promised. They've already started petitioning me on that agreement that I entered into with them. And they're going to pursue that relentlessly until I fulfill my commitment. And if I were honest, I'm not so sure I'm ready to face the music. You see, years ago I used an excuse, and now it's coming back to bite me. I told my kids that they could have a pet when Daddy was a dentist. You can't take words back, can you? And there is a buzz around my house about a dog named Gingiva. Dr. Gunsch, that's for you. Lizards, snakes, birds, hamsters, and rabbits. The problem is I wasn't very specific when I said these words, and as you may well know by now, someone has probably told you I have 5 children. They all think they get their own. So just pray for me, that's fine. You know, it's been a wonderful honor to be the president of your class. It hasn't always been easy, but I was always glad to do whatever I could to promote our class, to help a classmate through, and you all very kindly returned that favor. Marquette's motto could become something like come for the degree and stay for the friendships. I couldn't have been more blessed than to get involved in this way. A little more about myself. Yes, I do have 5 children. I get asked that a lot, and then people drop their jaw, gather their thoughts, and then they ask me the next question, and yes, I do know how it works. I get that a lot. And then finally they'll ask me how we ever got through this endeavor. And I can say it's only by the grace of God and all the people that He put in our lives to make that happen. We have a very special person in the room tonight. It's the first lady of our class, my wife, Maria. Who, in case you were wondering, is a ER nurse at Children's Hospital. She's worked 3rd shift weekends as a full-time nurse for the last 6 years to make this happen. She's believed in me. She's never criticized me, never doubted it, never complained, always pushed through. Thank you. Now for the bad news. Today didn't change an ounce about who you are. You got a degree. You worked hard for it, I get that. We all did. But it doesn't define you. It just opens a door of opportunity for you to use one more skill set in your life to be the people that you were when we started this adventure. That's what I love about our class. The kindness, the thankful spirit, the heart of this class is what will leave your mark on the world. You'll just happen to be dentists as you do it. Most people won't remember you for what a great dentist you were. For the most part, people open their mouth, you hurt them a little, and you fix a problem they had, and hopefully they forget about it instantly. What they'll remember is your compassion, your generosity, your ability to show kindness, and if you can be a trustworthy friend. Don't worry too much about the world's going to say about you. A mentor of mine once said, don't worry what other people think of you, because chances are they don't. And there's some truth in that. Last thing I want to leave you with as my hope for our class is wherever you go and whatever you do, just choose to be involved. Anytime someone asks you to be part of a committee or part of a group or serve in a certain role, at first it's going to seem like a sacrifice. It's going to seem like something you don't have time to do because life is busy. But what I've learned, go figure, I'm also would have been in the class of 2007 if I would have done this straight out of high school. But I didn't, came back around. But what I've learned in those years, meaning I'm older, most of you were in kindergarten when I graduated high school. Really. Is that when you get involved and you put a little bit more of yourself into something, you get immeasurably more back from it. Because when you get involved, all of a sudden friendships are easier to make. And when you get involved, help is really close by. When you get involved, there is goodwill towards one another, and there's a connection to people from all walks of life. If you spend more time rowing the boat than rocking the boat, things will go well for you. I don't know what's in store for you, but I wish each and every one of you the best. I wish blessings on your path. I can't wait to see how all these years play out. Who knows? Maybe we'll even be faculty someday. Thank you for your time, and God bless.
Thank you, Dr. Traska. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived which the members of the class of 2019 have worked so diligently for. Our graduates are about to receive their diplomas. Graduates, you were welcomed into the profession of dentistry last evening during the hooding ceremony, and you have all taken part in the convocation exercises at this morning's ceremony at the Fiserv Forum, and I've had conferred upon you the degree of entitled Doctor of Dental Surgery. It is time to provide you with that final document to make your graduation weekend complete. Graduates, a little housekeeping before we get started. Your names are going to be called alphabetically, and I know you're well aware of that drill. And I ask that in anticipation of being called that you line up on my left here in alphabetical order. And as you approach the stage when your name is called, please come up and receive your diploma. Exit the stage to the right and continue down the center aisle where staff will guide you to the table in the lobby where Ms. Gleason will complete the remaining formalities to finalize your graduation. I would ask the graduates to please return to your seats as soon as possible after this so we can resume our program. The names of the graduates will be read alphabetically and are listed in your program. To those of you in the audience who wish to take photographs, you're invited to come forward and do so prior to your graduate's name being called. However, the fire marshal has insisted that the center aisle be kept clear. So once you have taken your photographs, please return to your seats so others may have the same opportunity. And Jim Brozek, our photographer, is going to be taking pictures of every student receiving their diploma. So we'll have copies of those photos available too. And finally, please feel free to show your enthusiastic approval for your graduate's accomplishment when they're called forward to receive their diploma. So thank you for your cooperation, and I'm going to ask the students or the graduates, no students, graduates, to start assembling alphabetically to my left. Okay, how are we doing over there? You guys all set? All right. This year, 4 faculty members of the School of Dentistry have been chosen by the class of 2019 to call the roll of the class. I'd like to introduce the faculty members who have been selected for this honor and ask them to come forward at this time. We have Dr. Patrick Knapp, Dr. Conrad Nen, Dr. William Rieger, and Dr. William Taburin. Dr. Knapp.
Dr. John Robert Anderson II. Dr. Michael A. Benyesh. Dr. Samantha Lynn Best. Dr. Catherine A. Bird. Dr. Elise M. Borja. Dr. Joshua David Bronze. Dr. Brock David Brolowski. Dr. Alex Wilson Brewster. Dr. Miranda Marie Brown. Dr. Seth R. Butcher. Dr. Dimitri Elias Chironis. Dr. Hannah Cho. Dr. Rebecca G. Sun Cho. Dr. Danielle Lynn Cienciolo.
Yeah, Nelly. Woo!
Dr. Karen Clemens. Dr. Anna K. Coyne. Dr. Kimberly Ann Crowley. Dr. Mary Catherine M. Decker. Dr. Danielle Jacqueline Duarte. Dr. Bryce C. Donathan.
Thank you very much, sir.
Dr. Matthew J. Dwan. Dr. Elizabeth K. Eggert. Dr. Monica Marie Flood.
Dr. Alexander M. Flynn. Dr. Jeffrey Samuel Gansman. Dr. Asha Gasamalui. Dr. Michelle Gianti. Dr. Chase James Gottschalk. Dr. Autumn Nicole Gray. Dr. Dana Gunderson. Dr. Adrian S. Gergel. Dr. Cassandra Ann Hayner. Dr. Robert C. Hall. Dr. Allison R. Helgett. Dr. Tessa Eleanor Holmes. Dr. Ryan C. Hune. Dr. Shalene Ariel Hunt. Dr. Prathi Himanshu Jain. Dr. Manuel Jimenez. Dr. Cody Grant Jorgensen. Dr. Anchel Kapila. Dr. Gordon Alexander Kelch. Dr. Brett Andrew Kelly. Dr. Elise Marie Knuth. Dr. Cricket L. Kane. Dr. Claire C. Crummel.
Dr. Ethan E. Lawler. Dr. David Benjamin Lubin. Dr. Aubrey Lucas. Dr. Samantha Jane Marty. Dr. Natalia Matute. Dr. Carrie Margaret McGrail. Dr. Austin J. McManus. Dr. Nicholas Paul Miskulin. Dr. Ariel D. Mitchell. Dr. Rebecca Noel Monticello. Dr. Brianna S. Moody. Dr. Keely Louise Neville. Dr. Zachary James Nicholson. Dr. Atif Mohammed Noman. Dr. Richard Park. Dr. Chris Tegume Park. Dr. Mohini Chiranjan Patel. Dr. Aaron Scott Pavelski. Dr. Alex John Perotke. Dr. Alexander James Peterson.
Dr. Stephen K. Pitcher. Dr. Gabriela Ana Quirino. Dr. Jordan C. Reading. Dr. Tyler Karsten Roberts. Dr. Elizabeth A. Schoenfeld. Dr. Brinda R. Shah. Dr. Vithi Nitin Shah. Dr. Monica Singh. Dr. Rachel Valentine Sladkey. Dr. Matthew Thomas Smilanet. Dr. Jacob T. Sonnen. Dr. Matthew Sarsak. Dr. Natalia Christina Thillett. Dr. Leah K. Thomas. Dr. Grace Kim Tozy. Dr. Caleb Allen Town. Dr. Jonathan Paul Traska. Dr. Ryan Aarons Twaddle. Dr. Arya Nui Wong Vandenbush. Dr. Michelle Marie Wanzerski. Dr. John Paul Wortman. Dr. Joshua Colin White. Dr. Ariel Simona Winter. Dr. Zachary R. Wisniewski. Dr. Emily Estelle Wadowitz. Dr. Julia Young. Dr. Stephanie Marie Zabin.
The next item for this afternoon's program is going to be a presentation by the class of 2019. So while the students are out finalizing, graduates, pardon me, it's going to be hard to get used to that student stuff. Graduates, while the graduates are out finalizing their paperwork, I'd ask you just to take a few minutes to kind of position yourselves to the screen over there on the left. When the students get back, we'll begin the program. So you might want to just angle your chair so you can get a good look at that screen. Thank you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask Dr. Cricket Kane to come forward and share with us the class of 2019 presentation. Dr. Kane.
I would like to thank Ms. Susan Del Sasso, our photographer, Mr. Jim Brozek, and Mr. Thomas Pilek for our technical support, as well as Thomas Wirtz. Thank you for everyone who made this slideshow possible, especially the class of 2019. We've all made such incredible accomplishments and memories. All that serves as a light to our future professions. We have had a lot of great times, from walking into the school for the first time for class, to learning fundamentals in the sim lab, to our patient experiences in clinic, and our life accomplishments through it all leading us down this path. We become doctors. Our slideshow is only a glimpse of the realism in this fundamental time of our lives to reminisce for years to come. Thank you all for your tremendous help in gathering pictures and memories. Enjoy.
As we close our program today, I have a brief housekeeping announcement. I would like to remind all graduates that the robes, hoods, and OKU sashes need to be returned at the end of this program. The tassels, cap, and honor cords may be kept as a memento. And there will be individuals outside the doors at the back of the room to assist with you with this as you leave. Please leave your academic apparel with these people. I would like to thank you all for attending this luncheon today and to help us celebrate the graduation of the fine young women and men of the class of 2019. Congratulations, graduates. Good luck, and our sincere and heartfelt best wishes go with you all. Thank you.